dudes and dudettes, greetings and salutations. So, if you guys have seen the last video, you guys know that, well, we're in a new world. Question is why? So, biggest thing is just, for some reason my worlds keep getting corrupted, and I don't know why it's doing that. So if you guys have any idea on how I can fix that, please let me know, because I really am kind of tired of starting new worlds and not getting anything out of it, because we keep setting ourselves these goals and then we just can't complete them. So what are we doing, right? So we're still playing Cobblemon, because I just been having a whole ton of fun playing it, but we are doing it in a new world, which is again very tragic, very saddening, but that's okay, because let me think of a good reason as to why it's okay. Well, because we got some new mods, and truthfully I really do believe that it's me installing the mods to why the game keeps crashing, but that's a theory for another day. But hey, that's just a theory, right? So I installed some new mods, a little bit more biomes, because exploring the whole vanilla world is kind of boring and can get super boring. So we are just, over here picking up the new world, and there's a whole bunch of stuff there. So let's get these two and let's combine these two to make a better one. Yes. And then let's pick up, man, so much food. I really don't want to get rid of anything, but I guess we can get rid of that and pick up that food again, even though we are pretty good on food. So yeah, we lost the world, and we're here now, and it's okay, it's all right, no harm done. But I added some new structures, some new terrain generation. That way we can feel like we are actually exploring the world, and there's actually an incentive for us to go out rather than just staying in our base, because I don't want to spend the majority of my time just building mob spawners. I think that's super boring, and I know you guys don't want to just watch that. I mean, when we play Cobblemon, right, we're looking to play the Cobblemon experience. So let's play the Cobblemon experience, and these ruins are just huge. I don't think I can explore all this, honestly, at least not right now. Ooh, double chest. What? Sharpness 2 sword? Okay. Let's get that. Oh, yep. There. Lapis lazuli. Okay. I mean, can't do much more than this, honestly. This is pretty good as they come, right? I do want these books, that way we can just actually enchant stuff with it. And I mean, while I'm here, I really don't want to leave those, because everything stacks up eventually, and everything serves a function. And it looks like we're just gonna get lost in all of this. Oh man, more coal, dude. More iron pickaxes. What? Man, what we do need to get is some water into our system, because once you dehydrate, you can no longer sprint. And when you can no longer sprint, well, it makes the game tough. So what other mods do I have? So obviously we still got the seasons, we got the structures, we got better villages, right? I don't exactly know that's exactly what the mod is called, but it's something along those lines, and that may or may not be a village. We have nothing here. This is abandoned, and I'm sure you guys seen that in the last video. But you know what? Let's make our way over here, because it doesn't ever hurt to look. So, what? Oh, right. So our last episode we did call an EV as we were doing the Minecraft movie review, and again, I do want to apologize that we are reviewing it again. The first one was supposed to be no spoilers, but obviously that didn't work out. The second one, now the one that we're making now, is full spoilers. So if you guys have an issue with that, still go watch the video. But just watch this one first and then watch the second one, or go watch the Minecraft movie then go watch that one. Or you can just watch me while you watch the movie in the movie theater. That's probably the best way to do it. So I caught an Eevee. Our starter is Charmander, and he is a shiny because I did turn on shiny spawns, right? Shiny starters because, well, it's because I wanted to, right? I want a shiny Charmander. I want to see my shiny Charizard because I think he looks cool. And honestly, I don't want to spend 60 years farming for a shiny Charmander when they are an ultra rare spawn, right? So I don't want to do that because that's very tedious, and I hate shiny hunting. Even though when I play Pokemon, I shiny hunt for everything, but I prefer mainly to actually just get a full Pokédex, right? I mean, when I play Pokemon, I prefer to just have every single Pokemon available. And if I am able to just get them all early and get the shiny charm early, then yes, I will try and shiny hunt. But if not, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Typically, whenever I play Pokemon, I have Pokemon Bank, and either I'll just transfer them all over to get the shiny charm right away, you know, as soon as it's available, and then I will transfer everything out. So I never play with the Pokemons I captured in previous games because I think that's silly. I don't think that's how you should play Pokemon. Now I do like, you know, I do enjoy the whole breeding aspect of Pokemon. I think that's super fun, especially if you have the Masuda method. I think that can be a blast to play around with. Oh, super potion. Oh no, it's sliding off. Well, we're just gonna leave that there then. Right, so the Masuda method. The Masuda method is when you have a, let's say, preferably a Ditto. Let's use Ditto as an example. And then you would get your Ditto and you would breed it with your, you know, with your American Pokemon. So it's best to get a Pokemon from another region. Ooh, oh no, we're freezing. That's not good. So it's better to get a Pokemon from a different region and then breed it with your, you know, domestic Pokemon, which increases your shiny odds. Then with your shiny so wait, hold on, because I am losing track. Right, so your shiny odds, your base shiny odds are about 4,000. If you have the Masuda method, it cuts it in half. If you then have a shiny charm, oh no. If you then have a shiny charm, it increases your rates by 1, and I think oh man, truthfully I'm lying. Oh my god, give me a sec, guys. Okay, so as I was saying, guys, the Masuda method, all you gotta do is you just need a foreign Pokemon and a domestic Pokemon, and then you just breed them together and increases your shiny odds, right? I'm not exactly too sure what the percentile is, but it is pretty high. It does increase your shiny odds. I think I really want to tell you it's maybe like 1 in 1,000, right? So that's really good as long as you have a shiny charm, a, you know, foreign, preferably Ditto, because Ditto's compatible with everyone, and, you know, I mean, in the latest game, Scarlet and Violet, you know, food, something with something that increases your chances. That's also really good. But all that should increase your shiny odds. So breeding is probably one of the best parts in the game, along with EV and IV training. If you can do that as well, you know, like, and get those perfect 6 IV Pokemons, that would be amazing. Because, I mean, you could essentially turn a bad Pokemon into a really amazing Pokemon. You just got to know exactly what you're doing. And your team has to honestly just flow perfect with each other. It has to have great synergy. Because if you just have, you know, if you don't have coverage, or if you don't have the right move sets that can boost your Pokemon, you know, your next Pokemon, then, you know, I understand how the repetition of it could get kind of boring. Because if you don't understand something, you're obviously not going to have fun. And that's the biggest thing about Pokemon. You have to know what you're doing. And you know, and at that point, I'm talking about post-game. Right, because if you're just somebody, for example, me, I just prefer to capture them. Right, I like to. I'm working towards the national dex, and if I can get that, I mean, heck, I will be truly happy. But it doesn't always work out that way, unfortunately. And if you can, you know, more power to you, because that's an impressive feature that not too many people can achieve. You know, And there's even a shiny national dex. So if you can even get that, holy smokes, you are just cooking, right? Like, you are just the GOAT. I mean, heck, I got a buddy that plays Pokemon Go, and his shiny rate is just amazing. You know, there would be days where he and we would compete, and we would be like, oh, caught my daily shiny, right? And it would just be something stupid. Or sometimes, you know, during comp days, or man, what are they called? Maybe like outbreaks, right? Where it's just, you know, you have your it's this certain hour, right, where, you know, Totodile, right, is there's a Totodile outbreak, so he's the majority spawn, and then your shiny chances are, I think, 1 in 25 or 1 in 12, I believe. So, you know, I take advantage of days like that. Normally they're on a Saturday, which sucks because I work on Saturdays, and they happen during work hours. Because if they happen after work hours, now that'd be different. You know, you just hang out, walk up and down, and catch as many as you can till your heart's content. But unfortunately, life tends to be funny sometimes, and that's okay. So I just make do with what I got. And whenever I do get the ones on Pokemon Go, I just mainly transfer them over to my bank, and I just let them sit there till maybe the next game. And then when the next game comes out, I will just not even use them. Well, I mean, sometimes it is because a lot of them aren't compatible. Like, probably one of my favorite Pokemons is Archeops. I think he's freaking cool. Oh, something's going on with my game. There we go. It survived. I don't know where that came from. That was so tragic. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen again. Oh, huge lag spike. What is this? Oh, a revival herb. I thought that was an egg. Man, with the shaders and this mod pack, it just brings the game back to life. Yeah, and I didn't even realize that it was nighttime until it took me a second to figure that out. But because I'm a slow bro. But we are looking, honestly, for a village that has a healing machine. That way we can just set up base near it or at it, just take over somebody's home. Because the last village I found did not have one. And, I mean, we've walked all of this so far, and it's right here. It's covered in snow. So it's not even a good place to build. But, hopefully there's something here. So we're just going to keep making our way north. Yeah, and we are heading north. I was correct about that. So that's where we're headed, and hopefully we can find something better. But, you know, there's just things about Pokemon that, honestly, it's probably one of my favorite games of all time. It was the first game that I played when I came to America on my Nintendo DS. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And I'm sure you guys know my very first Pokemon was Cyndaquil. But recent allegations have against him, you know, have made me not want to come out and say it. But, you know, I think my boy beat the allegations. Man, what a tragedy. It beat your heroes, you know what I mean? Then Totodile is also on my top list. Honestly, that whole generation except Chikorita. Because Chikorita sucks. And if you disagree with me on that, you suck. No, I'm just playing. Chikorita's okay. She's definitely getting a Mega here when Z-A comes out. So I'm super excited to see that. But I think, honestly, her leaf is just going to get bigger. I am excited to see Mega Totodile. I think he's just going to get more, you know, like claws or something like that. Like, you know, around his body. Who else? There, you know, man, but they won't give our boy Dragonfly a Mega. I think that's so tragic. Maybe someday in the future. Oh, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? But, you know, maybe one day they will give him a Mega, but I guess just not today. Maybe in a future DLC. Maybe DLC, potential DLC release. I hope not. You know, my biggest issue is when there's a DLC, I never play it, right? Like, I will buy the DLCs and then I don't even look at it afterwards, right? Because it's not that. They're just, truthfully, I mean, they get boring. You know, once you beat Pokemon and you collected all the Pokemon and then everything else is literally just for the grind. You know it. Oh, come on. Maybe I can't catch it. You know, everything just gets. You get tired out. You get tired out pretty quick. Are we gonna do it? Oh, dang it. That's okay. If we couldn't catch it, it's because Genghis Khan wasn't meant to be. But yeah, I mean, you know, hopefully everything, and not to say that I don't want them to release a DLC, because I do. I won't be playing it, and that's unfair. Well, that's unfair of me saying I hope they don't release one just because I won't be playing it, because I'm sure plenty of you guys will. But Pokemon DLCs, I don't believe Pokemon should have a DLC, and I think it's crazy that they have one to begin with. But that's okay, you know, like, Nintendo, you just keep doing what you're doing, bud. Except when they filed the copyrights, they sued Power World, and they took over that Pokemon mechanic. They patented that, which patenting a game mechanic is honestly just, it's so bad, you know, like, because now you're just blocking a whole other, like, studios and developers and other potential companies that can have that one feature, you know, that they were needing to make the game perfect, you know, and now they're just blocked because Nintendo doesn't like other people using balls as capturing devices, and you can't throw them, and then you can't release them, which is stupid, right? But hey, you know what? It's not my company, and I don't know anything. So me speaking is just me speaking out of my buttocks. But, you know, it's one of those things that you got to learn to live with and accept, because Nintendo is a massive corporation, and, you know, Nintendo can do no wrong. But whatever. Yeah, whoa, that wolf actually looks pretty cool. Why would I do that? Oh my goodness. Why would I do that? My goodness gracious. What I am hoping for is that once the Nintendo 2 comes out, the Nintendo Switch 2, I really do hope that the graphics are of much more improvement. I mean, they're saying that it is, but that doesn't mean that, you know, game graphics are going to improve, because by the looks of the Pokemon trailer, it looks like another hot garbage. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I hated Scarlet and Violet. I really did. I hated the way the graphics looked like. I thought it was a buggy, unrendered mess, right? Everything just looked so smooth, right? And I was just like, oh my goodness, why does the graphics, the textures, why do they look like this? And it's because it's Nintendo. You know what I mean? It's not, and truthfully, I'm not saying it's easy, because I'm not a developer, I'm not a game developer, but I mean, like, geez Louise, you know, there's gotta be better ways of doing all of this. You know what I mean? To where it's not gonna suck, and it's not gonna look all smooth like, and just crispy like that. Like, whenever I play a game, I want the graphics just to look impeccable. Right, I really do. I would love for graphics just to, like, look. Oh man, I'm gonna die. Good thing I set my spawn. Boop 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 boop. We are back. We have lived, and I do have to keep inventory on, so that way I am not riding around for 30 years trying to look my stuff. And luckily, we did set our spawn right here, so it wouldn't have even mattered. But, you know, when the polygons and the textures look like that, and I get it, you know, it's a little screen. It's meant for handheld mode. It's not meant for the big screen. But I played it on the big screen because that's where I've always wanted to play Pokemon at. So whenever I got the chance to actually play, like, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, you know, BDSP, Legends Arceus, you know, when I got to play those on my big screen, I was just ecstatic. And honestly, I still am. And it's not for nothing. I mean, I still played it all the way through, and I beat it, and I played the DLCs. But I was just, man, these graphics, I know they can do better, but they just won't. They won't do any better, because that's just the way Pokemon is rolling. You know, they'd rather stick to their just mediocre graphics than make a game just look amazing, right? Because, I mean, you can do it, right? I mean, there's I'm sure, like, there's Stardew Valley, hell, you know, like Stardew Valley looks great, right? Terraria looks great, and they're like 2-bit games, you know. But you're telling me you can't make Pokemons look great? Like, you tell me you can't make them look better? Why am I overheating? I'm in the water. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna die. And I don't want to. So let's just sprint. Maybe we can find a place to hunker in. But we can't. I think. Oh man, we're gonna die again. We're gonna die again. We're gonna die again. This is so bad. There we go. Now that we're alive again. Yeah, but I just seeing smooth, you know, textures on Pokemon, I'm just like, oh man. And then the fighting animations, just, they don't even look any better. And honestly, I think that the best type of combat was Pokemon Arceus combat. That's the best. Now they're moving away from turn-based, and now you know, it's all about precision and sneak attacks and nonsense like that. And I'm just like, oh lord, a whole nother gimmick that doesn't need to be in the game. You know, Pokemon needs to stick to the formula that works, and they just need to improve upon the graphics and the gameplay. Pokemon has always been a turn-based game, and now that it's no longer going to be a turn-based game, and now there's going to be cooldowns and all that, I'm just like, man, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we adding extra unnecessary features to a game that's already good? The formula's there, Pokemon. It's there. We don't need to do extra nonsense. All we need to do is just improve upon what we have. And whenever they start doing nonsense like that, it's just, I know the game is going to crash and burn, and people are not going to be happy when it releases day one. I guarantee it. I'm calling it right now. I'm putting all my chips in. People are going to be mad. Because once that game comes out and they see how much of a buggy mess it is, they're going to hate it. And when they see how terrible, like an open world city, what? And then you gotta go on the rooftops. What are we doing, Pokemon? What are we doing? Like, who knows, right? I mean, like, but zones really in the city? And then like you gotta go on rooftops, bro. What? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? What good is that for your game? I mean, heck, you know, I haven't played it yet, so I might be completely wrong, but is that I'm so passionate about the game that I don't want it to fail, because I look forward to the new Pokemon releases every single time, because again, I love seeing starters, but even the starters lately, like, they have just been so below mid. I'm just so frustrated with the way that they're designing these Pokemons. Like, I thought that the last trios, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Meowscarada, they sucked. They completely sucked. Like, I hated the designs. I thought Fuecoco was by far one of the better ones that they had, because all the other ones were just garbage. Like, they were just too human-like, and I was like, ew, what? I mean, I know some people are Vaporeon lovers, but bro, that was literally just a get out type of moment, and I couldn't stand it. And then the ones before that with Sword and Shield, like, Reboot was probably the only reason I picked Reboot, right? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It's just because she's a fire starter, but that's it. But I mean, like, what? Like, the starter designs just sucked. Like, you know what Pokemon means? It means pocket monsters, and I really didn't see them as monsters, more just as furries. They look like furries, and I was not happy. I don't got an issue with them, but I mean, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? I think I might have just like went a little bit controversial there, but I didn't like the designs. I didn't like the designs at all. I thought it was completely stupid and unnecessary. I thought the designs just looked terrible. And then Gosh, I mean, Legends Arceus. I mean, I get it. You know, like you got your regional forms, more regional forms, whatever. That was okay. There was really no point in keeping your starters, anyways, because I mean, it was good. I thought Legends Arceus. I thought it had the best Pokemon designs. I thought those graphics looked amazing. I mean, some didn't think so. I thought the combat was just phenomenal, right? I thought that the moving around and the crouching, you know, was just great. And because I mean, truthfully, like I like battling Pokemons, but you know, I would also like to just skip the fight altogether sometimes, and just try and capture them. If I can't capture them, oh well, you know, I'll just keep chugging Pokeballs till I can't no more. But you know, it was really good. And then BDSP was just chef's kiss. BDSP is a gem. It is a gem. Because the chibi art style, people hated the chibi art. But I'm like, bro, you're not supposed to look at the chibi. The chibi is just your character. You don't play Pokemon for the character. You play it for the Pokemons. And the Pokemon's design, they weren't chibi. They were full-fledged, right? I mean, they looked great. They were really great. And then, you know what a good one was that was... They were just trying to reinvent the wheel at that point. Was Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. And I don't even consider that a full Pokemon game. I really don't. Because it is just one of those where... You know, they were trying something new, because, you know, and it worked. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. You know, it's very family friendly. You and your partner, your parents can just have a blast playing it. But it's not a real Pokemon game. It's Pokemon Go on Nintendo, and it was fun. That's all I got to say about it. It was fun. You know, not a real Pokemon game, but a Pokemon game. It was, and that art style, you know, that was really good. I thought. Like, why can't they keep it like that? It's not... I don't want to say it's not that hard, but come on, man. Like, we're downgrading. Pokemon is actively downgrading. But you know what? I think I have been running and just rambling on for way too long now. So if you guys have enjoyed this, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, let your friends know. And we are gonna end it here. I will see you guys on the next adventure.